you know, hatchery finishes up. Also throwing down the 2 spine crawlers, one in the front, one in the back, to make sure he can protect from any Hellion type of harassment. BCQT moving forward with his 5 Marines. No SCVs on this one.
And BCQT is going to move forward, and he's going to pressure this queen. Uh-oh, will these 5 Marines get sandwiched by these 2 queens, or will one of the queens go down? Oh, this might be a big victory if he can nail this queen.
Oh, he
yes,
takes it down, yep.
Now, he did lose all 5 of those Marines, so it remains to be seen if that was I think that was a solid trade. I think 5 Marines for a queen, 6 minutes into a game is a good trade. But we'll see how this later develops. Cash has both spine crawlers now up, and the hunted has become the hunter. Cash is on the move with 9 high-speed Zerglings. BCQT has the tech lab add-on on both the factory and the starport.
And
no blue flame.
It is on the way, though. It is halfway done right now. We do see also stim pack is being researched. No concussive shells, but we are seeing an expansion from BCQT, as well as some bunkers to be able to defend against anything that comes in.
Nice shot there at the Zergling. So you know what? Cash, because of the Zergling that was sitting in the money line here, Cash is well aware of BCQT's expansion. We're 8 minutes into the game. Cash has got 34 drones. BCQT has got 29 SCVs and 2 mules. The Hellion Blue Flame upgrade is complete, and so these Hellions are going to be very, very hard.
You know what, man? This is what we've seen BCQT. This is what I've seen BCQT do for the past for the past few craft cups that we've seen him in. He's been doing more and more of this.
Look at this.
Where he pulls in a whole bunch of Hellions, like 4 or 5 Hellions, and then throws in a bunch of Marauders, and then attacks right behind the mineral line.
And it looks like he's going to do that. Well, look at these Marauders. They're sitting here.
Yeah, that's
like he's drawing the
exactly what he's doing. This is what he does every time. Great play on the and he does it on this map mainly.
But look at this. Look at this.
Oh, nice.
While that's happening.
And there we go. Look at that defense there from Cash. Was able to hold it off. Lost quite a few drones, but you know what? He was able. He didn't lose from it.
The upshot of this whole thing, it was very well defended and fought by both players. Cash ended up with 30 drones, and BCQT ended up with 31 SCVs at the end of all the fighting. So pretty even by both players at this point. Cash is going to have to expand, and in a hurry. He cannot continue to live on the same number of bases as Terran. BCQT is now building a second barracks and a second factory, or sorry, rather a third barracks and a second factory. BCQT already has 2 barracks up already. Now let's take a look at the upgrades for the BCQT Marines. They have both the stim pack and the combat shield. So I highly suspect that BCQT will be relying on Marines heavily later in this game, because he has already invested in their upgrades. The siege tank upgrade is researched and working, and so is the Blue Flame Hellion upgrade. Right now, Cash is on 64 food. We see the Baneling nest go up. We see Aspire 10 seconds away from being completed. Obviously, the speed upgrade for the Zerglings has been completed. The speed upgrade for Banelings is not complete yet. A third hatchery is going down by Cash. Here comes some Zerglings. Let's see what happens here. These Marines are running for their lives, and they will live. BCQT does not have a dropship. No medevac dropships for the Serbian Superman.
And here we go. We've got +1 attack flyer upgrade for the Mutalists, as well as 7 Mutalists coming out. Just nice scan, goes down and sees the spire. He knows, Cash is not hiding the fact that he's got Mutalists anymore.
Right, and interesting though, BCQT is not building turrets. He's building supply depots in the back of his base. BCQT sits at 78 food. Cash sits at 88 food. Now, both players have approximately the same number of harvesters. So the difference by 10, that means the Zerg army is in greater numbers at this point. But no, there's no. Look at this.
No turrets. No.
Turrets,
is there even? Is the engineering bay? Okay, there is an engineering bay. The turrets are just forward.
Yeah.
And he's been building his turrets like this lately too. I mean, we do see BCQT play this map. What? 70% of the time.
Yeah. And we've got, so it's 9 Mutalisks, 8 Banelings. The Banelings do not have the speed upgrade. It's going to be another 35 seconds before the Baneling speed upgrade is completed. We also see a Roach Warren. Now, it's my prediction, we're not going to see any heavy Zerg offense until the Baneling speed upgrade is completed. Until then, all we're going to see is Mutalisk harassment, I believe. The Mutalisks are doing a nice scouting job, so IceCash is doing a good job that way. IceCash has got his third base up and running. IceCash sits at 71 drones. BeastieQT sits at 53 SCVs. This is as classic as a CraftCup matchup as you're ever going to see.
That's right, and high yields going down, 2 of them. BeastieQT throwing his down as well as IceCash throwing his. So we are going to see a double gold standard here.
Look at all the gas that IceCash is getting as well. IceCash is going to be getting a million, zillion, billion Mutalisks, or he's going to tech up the Broodlords.
Yeah.
But look at, he's got 6 extractors, so he's going to get a huge amount of gas. BeastieQT now sits at 55 SCVs, 2 Marauders, 2 Thors, 4 tanks, 26 Marines. The Marines have +1 attack upgrade. Obviously, so do the Marauders as well. All infantry have the +1 attack upgrade. So again, it's going to, one of the things that's going to determine any big battle is tank positioning. Is BeastieQT going to rely on his tanks, or is he going to try to build an army that doesn't, you know what I mean, that doesn't use tanks as its foundation? That'll be another tactical decision BeastieQT has to make over the next few minutes.
Definitely.
Now at this point, Zerg sits at 19 Mutalisks and 158 food altogether. Uh-oh, these Mutalisks are going to be murder.
That's right.
He backs off, though. I thought he could have done some damage. I guess the Thor scared him away.
There are a couple Thors there, man, and those Thors do heavy damage, especially with the splash air damage. And nice, and yeah, just about to say, nice wall off with the supply depots, making it hard for Banelings just to come in and blow it up.
Now, Baneling speed is completed, so I think that at this point, the Zerg is going to look to do something. I think the offense was out of the question before the Banelings get really, really, really boogie. Now, these Marines are very vulnerable on creep, and notice that, notice BeastieQT pokes in and runs like hell.
And there's the sensor tower, once again.
Yep. There it is, right in the middle of the map. Now, let's look at the buildings here. Still only a Spire, 2 Evolution Chambers, Roach Warren. The Roach Warren has no upgrades on it at all. And here come 24 Mutalisks, folks. Bad news for all of these turrets. Look at this.
A couple hits and they're gone.
And now he can sneak in. These SCVs are in big, big trouble, folks.
Do you know if it takes 30 Mutalisks to take out 1 turn in 1 hit?
That's a good question. If someone in the chat knows the answer to that, we'll add that to our library of knowledge.
It's close to 30 anyway. But here we go.
Look at this. Yeah. Now, while that's happening, look at this. So just keep in mind that we got 2 simultaneous attacks happening. The Mutalisks are laying waste to every Terran SCV.
And it looks like IceCash is not opting to push in. He knows about the tanks that are out here. And look at the spread on these tanks, folks. We've got a great spread from BCQT, and by spreading your tanks, you can offer better, better attack patterns and better attack ranges, as well as offer your tanks more survival against Banelings.
Now we got right now BCQT is at 166 food. IceCash is at 171 food.
Those Thors are
Matchbox, these Mutalisks.
There's
3 of them.
Yeah, those Thors are going to do some good
look at
damage.
this.
But look at this, yeah. Oh man, back and forth.
IceCash is doing a great job here.
And look at that. These IceCash's Mutalisks are able to take it out. These Marines are going to cause some damage here for these Mutalisks after they take out all those tanks.
The problem is that IceCash has got 38 Banelings and he hasn't used them yet. There they are.
And you know what else is
murder? Look at this.
Oh man! And here we go.
Army's in big trouble here, folks.
That's right. BCQT's Marines get melted.
But he lives.
That's right. I mean, he did a split. He had a lot of Marines, and he split them up. So that was a good move by BSTQT.
But here's another.
But looking
looking
at it economically, we're seeing BSTQT throwing
and
out the
it.
GG. BSTQT does not win. Ice Cash moves on into the final rounds of today's Craft Cup. We've got a Zerg victory here, folks. Took down a tyrant.
The Serbian Superman goes down in 2 straight games.
That's why I'm going to kill you last.
You know what, man? It wasn't completely ownage. BCQT held his. He did a good job. Regardless, I mean, that first game maybe not, but the second game he did a pretty good job. So
it looks like the Craft Cup bet you made was a bet well made.
It looks like it.
What were the odds?
They were in BSTQT's favor. Let me go ahead and pull that up and check it out.
2.5 to 1. No, it was almost. Ice Cash was almost a 3 to 1 underdog.
That's right.
So folks, I hate to do it, but it sounds like McDuff's made a great bet there in the semifinals of Craft Cup 34.
I did. I felt it, man. I knew. I mean, I don't know.
Well, Ice Cash just looked good all day today.
Yeah, he has. He's looked great all day. So, anybody know any of the results of the other matches? Fargo versus Star Eagle. Are they going into a third game? Are they in the second game right now? What's going on? If we got any clues, let us know. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and play some music and take this moment to, let's take this moment to use the bathroom and get some drinks and stuff. So I'll be right back in just a few minutes.
It looks like Star Eagle won. Star Eagle defeated Fargo.
Oh, okay. 2-0, huh? Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom and get something to drink. Fight the destination we were destined to end. Left a writing on the wall in the halls of the Nippon Con. Others transformed, majority Decepticons. But my conception of the Walkman's rotation is you live up in the upper left, you gotta have patience. Cause ain't no urban radio stations about to play us unless you signed a daughter to make your songs brainless. While you waiting for the mention in the pages of the stranger, you can find me in the basement making heaters for later. And yes, we all need a little paper to strive, but the monsters in your town will put a limp in your stride. I exhibit all the time like I'm pimping your ride, and we've been living in conditions we're tired of. Come on, rise up. Two scholars rock fresh, north by northwest, and it's still no rest, cause we're not finished yet. We broke but not broken, cold but not frozen, lost but not forgotten. We kicking the doors open. Two scholars rock fresh, north by northwest, and it's still
Alright, I'm back.
We're not finished yet. We broke but not broken.
So this has been a fast event.
It has.
It takes other organizations who I won't name because they're not worth naming. It takes other organizations 6 hours to do a 256 player tournament, and Craft Cup can do a 512 player tournament in 4 hours.
So a round of applause to all the Craft Cup admins as they make this event happen for you guys every day, or not every day, but mostly every day, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. We are here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, me and Jim, covering these Craft Cups. We may hate each other, but we work together. So.
And what about Torre? He does stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, and of course, you can't forget about Torre. There's my forgetfulness, of course. Yeah, and Torre, you haven't talked much this cast, so probably because of Jim and his early rage. But
it wasn't rage, but Torre
made me cry.
Or trolling, I guess. But anyways, yeah, Torre, and don't forget, let's give a round of applause to Torre. He does a great job.